Hello, good morning. Okay, this right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, this is a very addictive stitch pattern. And here is that pattern. I will hold it here for a minute so you can get a really good look at it. You know, it really is as thick and cushiony as it looks in this picture here. It really truly is. We only need to use a worsted weight yarn. Of course, you can get creative and go for chunky, and we're going to work with a 5mm hook and just a regular old worsted weight yarn, and let's get right into it. Okay, so for this blanket, according to what they want you to do, we will be working chain 226 chains loosely, and yes, loosely. You will need 4,005 yards of worsted weight yarn, or 1,620 grams, or 57 ounces. And this blanket measures out to 48 inches wide by 60 inches tall. I love it. Okay, let's get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and chain up 30. I'll be back whenever I'm done doing that. Okay, I have chained 30. Now we're going to work a double crochet in the third chain from the hook. So 1, 2, we're skipping the first 2, and in the third one, we're going to work a double crochet. Then we're going to work a double crochet in the next 5 chains after this. We will have a total, if you count the 3 chains right here that we skipped, we'll have a total of 7 double crochet. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's what we should have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're going to skip the next 2 chains, and in the third one over, work 6 double crochet in every chain for the next 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we will chain 2, 1, 2, and in the very next chain over, if we're not skipping any this time, work 6 double crochet. This will be the repeat all the way to the end of the row. So now what you're going to do, 1, 2, 3, yeah, okay. Now what you're going to do is, see, I've reached my last 8 chains. This is where your row will end. When you get to your last 8 chains, you stop, and you'll follow the instructions I'm going to give you next. But since you are going to continue on, you're next going to skip the next 2 chains and work, starting in the third chain over, 6 double crochet. After that, you're going to chain 2, and without skipping any chains, work 6 double crochet over and over till you get to the last 8 chains. When you do get to the last 8 chains, you're going to skip the next 2 chains, work 6 double crochet, or actually work 5 double crochet. I apologize. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you have 1 chain left, and you'll work 2 double crochet in that last chain, making 7 total double crochet. That is 6 and 7. Now you will chain 3. This counts as your first double crochet. You're going to work another double crochet in that same stitch, just like that. Thought my dog was going to start barking because the wind is blowing my screen door again today. Okay, so in this very first double crochet here, we have just worked 2 double crochet. We have our chain 3 and then a double crochet. Now, in the next post over of the next double crochet, work a front post double crochet. In the next stitch over, work a regular double crochet. The next stitch over, work a front post double crochet. This is the repeat. Okay, work a regular double crochet, work a front post double crochet. Okay, you're going to repeat that until you get to these 2 double crochet here where the bend starts. So essentially you will have 3 front post double crochet and a total of 1, 2, 3, and 4, if you count the 2 on the end, regular double crochet. So when you get to your last double crochet before the bend starts, you're going to skip these 2 stitches right here. Skip, skip, and then work a front post double crochet in the 3rd double crochet over. Just like that. Now you work a regular double crochet, front post double crochet in the next one over, regular in the next one over. This time we're going to work a front post double crochet right here where the bend is. And in this chain 2 space, you're going to work a double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet. Now in this very first double crochet, work a front post double crochet. Work a regular in the next stitch over. Work a front post in the next stitch over. Regular in the next stitch over. Here we have the bend up, like the V-shaped bend. When you get to a V-shaped bend, you're going to skip these 2. So we'll work a front post here. Now we're going to skip 1, skip 2, and in the 3rd double crochet over, work a front post. This is the repeat all the way across. Work a regular, work a front post. Now you'll work a regular and work a front post in that 2nd to last double crochet. And in the last double crochet, work 2 double crochet in the top of the turning chain. Every row will begin and end with 2 double crochet in either the first stitch, like we did down here, and the last stitch. They're both ends are going to get 2 double crochet to begin and end. Now we chain 3, and you're going to work a double crochet in the very first stitch, like we did before, right here. Here's how I find it to be easy to remember what to do without having to re-reference the video or anything. You can see, here we go. You can see that one stitch is already protruding out at you, and the very next stitch over is backwards. It's behind. This one is forward. This one is behind. This one is forward. So basically the rule of thumb here is when you see a stitch that's not behind, it's in the front here, that gets a front post double crochet. Whether you're working this side or this side, that rule applies. Now there's a stitch back here, it gets a regular double crochet. There's a stitch in the front, it gets a front post double crochet. Stitch in the back, and when I say in the back, you can see this line right here. This line from this stitch right here, well, there's a stitch behind it. So you will work a regular double crochet, then a front post. Now we're at our bend where it is V-shaped going up. That tells us we need to skip the next 2 stitches. That's going to be a consistent throughout this entire pattern. You're always going to skip the 2 stitches that's within the V going up, and you're always going to work a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in this chain 2 space. So we're going to skip these 2, and in the third one over, work a front post double crochet because this stitch is already coming out toward me. This stitch is in the back, so it gets a regular double crochet. This stitch is in the front, it gets a front post. Regular double crochet. Now I'm going to work a front post double crochet around both of these because they're both sticking out the front. So we work a front post double crochet, then we work a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and then we work a front post double crochet. Regular double crochet because it's in the back. Let's see if I can get a little closer for you. See how that is in the back like this? This one's in the front. This one's in the back. This one's in the front. We're always going to skip the 2 at the V. So here we go. Regular, front, regular, front. Skip, skip, in the third one over, front, regular. So I'm telling you, this pattern is super addictive. Once you get your rhythm, it's super addictive. Here we go with front, regular, and front, since this one is sticking out toward me. Then we are at the last stitch. We'll work 2 double crochet in the top of that turning chain. 1 and 2. We chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn, work a double crochet in the same stitch, and we just keep up with what we were doing before. This one's in the front, this one's in the back, front, back, skip, skip, because we always skip the 2 stitches that's within the V, and you just keep following that. Now you will work this for a total of 121 rows. You are working from bottom to top. So you will work this for 121 rows, and then there really is no edging for this blanket. You don't have to work a border. Just make your tassels and put a tassel in each point. Is this not such a simple pattern? I find it to be incredibly addictive too. Like you just can keep going because after a while you really don't have to pay it. You can almost feel it with your thumbs. I can feel it with my finger that this one's in the back. I already know that gets a regular. I can feel with my thumb this one's in the front. I don't even have to think about it. I do have to pay attention to this though. So I'm going to skip these 2 and then jump over them and work a front. Try that again. There we go. I can feel this one in the back with my finger. Like it just sticks out. And I can feel this one. So yeah, it just front gets a front post, back gets a regular. Front post. Now, of course, the going down angle is, you're not going to skip anything with this. We never skip on here. If we see a front post, we work a front post. And we always work double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in that chain 2 space. I see a front post, I work a front post. And that's it. That's the whole pattern. You're just going to keep repeating chain 3, work a double crochet in the same stitch, and start working your fronts and normals and fronts and normals, skipping these 2 every time, not skipping anything over here, but working your V stitch in the chain 2 space. And that's it. That's the whole pattern for 121 rows. Don't you just love easy patterns like this? God, I love it. Love it. The kind of thing you can watch a movie and make. You don't really have to pay attention to it. So here is that picture one more time for you. I love it. I hope you guys make it. Love it. Okay. Another pattern will be coming up very soon. Love vintage patterns. This stuff is timeless. It never dies out. I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Love you lots. Bye.